This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by solar panels, the green way to be naughty this year. It's Monday, December 18th, 2023. Welcome to a Christmas-themed episode of Another Great Day podcast. Speaking of Christmas...
Wait a second. No. Are you saying my name just has Christmas in it?
Well,
or Christmas has my name in it?
There's a very important T at the end of Christmas.
Yeah, that's true.
That differentiates you from the Lord and Savior Jesus
Christ. Well, my name is based off of Jesus. Christopher means Christ bearer.
That is true. Your full name
Christ.
is Christopher.
So
you're telling me Topher means bearer?
I
guess Christ Ofer.
No, I don't think that's the connection. But yeah,
where's that etymology, man?
You're
on your own, boys.
I bet there's a whole study of names.
Oh, there 100%
etymology for names.
Yeah, nameology.
Nameology. We need to ask a real word person about that.
Well, speaking of nameology, welcome to the podcast named Another Great Day. We're having fun, and it is a great week. Hopefully you enjoy our little Christmas banter here, and if you're like my kids, you don't have school today. So congratulations to all those kids forced to run errands with their parents today or do whatever they're doing. That was actually one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, really?
I loved running errands with my grandmother and my mom and my dad. That's so fun.
Whenever I visit my parents, I still do this. My dad, who's constantly working, always building. He's a construction working kind of guy. And he's always like, I got to go to the store and get some paint for this.
Oh, yeah.
Or I got to go get some drywall mud.
Yep.
Or I got to get the right kind of screws.
Yep.
There's always a thing.
Always.
And so we're always going to Home Depot or the local lumber yard. And anyway. So
I heard a guy say once, if you can get a project done without having to go back to Home Depot more than once, then you're a true professional.
I mean, that is more than once would be.
Listen,
wow,
what do I know?
once?
Jeremy, if you're listening, Dad, if you're listening, Mr. Taylor, if you're listening, let us know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm a professional, maybe just amazing.
Awesome.
Superhero.
Well, you know what, Chris? Today's Monday, and that means it's time for the Monday segment. A little something we have cooking up in the Monday morning crock pot called Bad Movie Descriptions. That's right, Chris. This is the segment of our show where we will poorly describe a movie to each other, giving you the chance listening to guess.
I
Chris
love the
will try
intro to
guess.
this poorly described movie. I love it.
All right, Chris, you want to go first? You want to go second?
I'll go first. I got things.
All right, let me hear about the things.
All right. I don't know if you know these movies, but I know people that do.
Okay.
In
good.
my family.
Not perfect.
Specifically. Those are hints.
If you're in Chris's
Hints.
family, you should get all of these.
All right. Here's the movie.
Okay.
Two soldiers help a hotel not go under.
Two soldiers.
Two soldiers help a hotel. Here's another hint. The way they help the hotel is kind of by making frozen precipitation.
Wow. I'm going to be so upset with myself whenever you give me this answer.
Frozen precipitation.
Okay, so snow or sleet or ice. Hotel.
The owner of the hotel is a
Soldiers.
former general, and they help bring money to the hotel by doing a musical show at the hotel.
Oh my gosh, I don't know this one. All I can think of is Hotel Rwanda, and that's definitely not the right answer.
It's a hotel in Vermont, in the mountains, for a ski resort.
And it's called
White Christmas.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I didn't know if you had.
I've never seen it, folks. If you're extremely disappointed, if you've been yelling White Christmas at your car stereo
Bing Crosby
or
and
headphones, I'm sorry.
Danny Kaye and
Wow.
Rosemary Clooney, George Clooney's mom.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, you got me on that one. I think that's the first one I've been stumped on in a long time, if maybe the first ever.
That's all good.
All right, here we go.
Here's the time for me to be stumped.
Here we go. All right. A distracted father becomes a great gift giver.
Distracted father.
Mm-hmm.
Distracted father.
Here's a clue.
Christmas movie?
It is a Christmas
Okay,
movie.
there's a clue.
So both of my movies are Christmas movies today.
Okay.
A notable Christmas personality falls off the roof.
Oh, this is The Santa Claus.
That's right. The
With-
Santa Claus.
with Tim Allen.
With Tim Allen. Yep. Indeed. Good job.
Ah.
See, he becomes a great gift giver because
All
he
right.
becomes Santa Claus.
We're going to connect all these together. Here's
Uh-oh.
my movie description.
No.
A cast member from Home Improvement with Tim Allen makes a Christmas movie.
The Santa Claus.
No. This is a different cast member.
What?
That's right.
Okay, we got Al.
In fact, what I really wrote was the kid from Home Improvement.
Oh, no.
He had, I think, 3 J's. No,
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
JTT.
Okay, JTT, who any girl
From
who
that time period.
grew up, who
Yeah.
was born in the 80s, probably had a crush on him. Let's see.
He was, the tension from the movie is about getting home.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
If you remember the name for this, I would be surprised because I wouldn't have.
There's no way. I'm hosed on
The
this
name
one.
of the movie is called I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh, my gosh. Nope. I had no chance.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Wow, you got me twice. Christmas movies are hard, Chris.
What do you got? What's
All right.
next?
Number 2 from AP is a cute creature accidentally helps ruin a
Gremlins.
town. Yes. You didn't even give
I didn't
people a
even
chance
give you
to
a chance.
guess.
I didn't even give you a chance.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, you got me
I'm
on that
sorry.
one. And for those listening at Kroger or cleaning your gutters or in the car or at the gym,
Don't get them wet.
just scream Gremlins along with Chris. Rewind this about 30 seconds and
Sorry.
scream Gremlins.
Gremlin!
Gremlins!
I've never seen Gremlins. I don't even know about it really. All I
It's-
know is that they're cute and you don't feed them after midnight.
And you
or
can't get them wet.
Something.
And don't let them get in the sun.
And then,
Bright
they,
light.
and then they turn mean or something. I don't know.
That's right. All right. Well, hopefully you guys all enjoyed today's bad movie descriptions, and that will bring us to this day in. Oh, what's that? It's a small bird. Oh, this day in history, bird. Here we are.
Thank you for covering for me, Aaron. I had to get back to the soundboard.
All right. Have a cracker. Thanks. Bye,
This
bird.
day in history. Let's have a look at it.
Something happened in the year 1892, Chris.
1892, this day in history. The premiere performance of a special play.
Probably not completely on key.
Yep, I'm trying to find my
That'd be
soundboard.
my video game Tetris version, super lo-fi.
Well, they're both video game Tetris and this are both from the same country.
and that
both
would be the
from
country
Russia.
of Russia.
So in 1892, the first performance of The Nutcracker
the Nutcracker with moose and squirrel.
by Tchaikovsky
Oh, Tchaikovsky.
in St. Petersburg, Russia.
That is neat. A Christmassy themed ballet.
That's right.
All right. Very cool. So that was 1892.
Have you ever
Wow.
watched it? Have you ever seen The Nutcracker?
I've never seen it. I've seen physical nutcrackers, like the little soldiers that can move their mouths
And break apart.
and break
Walnuts,
the
I
toy.
guess?
No, I don't think they can actually be used anymore.
They're just yeah,
They're
facsimiles.
faux nutcrackers.
We watched. I think you can see it on YouTube. Maybe there's this 1980s version that's really highly produced and really cool and kind of scary sometimes. But it's a play, like it's the ballet of it.
It is interesting that this hasn't been redone, like for modern audiences or anything. Like Les Mis has been redone like 19 times.
I think it has.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
All right.
But
well,
people like
what do
seeing
I
it-
know?
People like seeing it on stage
It
because it's a
does.
ballet.
I could see that.
So-
Man, okay, very cool. Well, if you've ever seen the Nutcracker, then pat yourself on the back. And that'll do it for this day in history. On to the question of the day. That's right. Zip, zap, zadow. Here we are. It's the question of the day. And today's question of the day comes to you from not Russia. It comes to you from North Texas. It says, what's the wood you build? I'm sorry, I had to read it that way. Sorry. What would you build if you had 1 minute and a bowl full of pecans and peanuts?
I was trying to make a question that was Nutcracker themed.
I like that.
So
Okay.
if you were to try and build something and you had 1 minute and a
Mhm.
bunch of pecans and peanuts, what would you do?
Oh, and if you're new to the show this week, pause it. Talk amongst yourselves if you're around other people or if you're just wanting to meet somebody.
Yeah.
And then come back and hear our answers.
Maybe you are at the aisle where they have walnuts.
Oh my
or-
gosh,
or
you could be in
pecans and
the
peanuts.
dry nut and rice aisle.
You should be like shaking it and be like, using it as a maraca right now, thinking of what you might do. That's right. That's what you should be doing.
Do a lo-fi nutcracker.
If somebody else is wondering what you're doing, you can say, I'm listening to a podcast. I have a question for you.
Yeah, put it on speaker. Annoy everyone around you.
No, don't do that.
I'm just kidding. All right, Chris. So if you had 1 minute, and that's not very long, and a bowl full of pecans and peanuts, what would you build?
I was thinking about building like a small pyramid.
Okay.
I
Like that.
Yeah.
Small pyramid? Okay. I was thinking about a racetrack for like a bug.
Oh. Like a little outline?
Yeah, like you line them up, but like a micro machine, a tiny toy car could drive through it.
I'm going to change my tactic here. I think I would crack the pecans.
Whoa.
Because it's how you do the nutcracker.
I assumed these were cracked, which was not a good thing on my part.
And the shells, sometimes you can get them in half and make a little pecan boat.
Oh, pecan
so
boat.
they could float down a little stream.
I love that.
And little creatures could like have a little joyride in the boat.
Where'd you get that yacht, ant boy?
And they're having tea along like the one in the willows.
I love it. This is great. This is getting better and better. And this is the kind of stuff you get for free here, folks, on Another Great Day podcast. All right. Well, great talk today, Chris. And if you guys want to tell us what you would do with a bowl full of nuts, let us know in the poll below. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move along on to everybody's favorite section, the dad joke. Take it away, Wes McFall in the field.
Hey, Aaron, hey, Chris. Hey, what goes OOO? Santa walking backwards. Hey, well, speaking of, what nationality is Santa Claus? North Polish. Have another great day.
Oh, always classic. All right. Thanks, Wes. On to today's word of wisdom. That's right. You hear that? Boy, that's a nice noise. That means wisdom's a-coming. It's like a train of wisdom coming our way. All right, today's word of wisdom, if you're new to us this week, is from Proverbs.
Today's word of wisdom is special. We're doing a Christmas devotional of sorts. So, Aaron, did you know that God made a really special promise a long, long time ago?
Sounds intriguing. What was that promise there, Chris?
Well, it's in the Bible. It's in Isaiah 7:14. And it says, "The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel." Big promise.
Yeah, Chris, that is a big promise indeed. It's like God setting up an amazing plan way before it happens. And the good thing is, it's all about Jesus.
That's right. It shows how God is unchanging. That He made a promise hundreds of years before Jesus was born, and He kept that promise. No matter what changes in the world, God's promises will stay the same. Can you think of an example where somebody made a promise and kept it over a long time?
Boy, we're somebody or we're God.
Either one.
Well, I think of my parents. They promised to love one another till death do them part, and
Still together?
they're still kicking. I think
That
of...
is a very good example of a promise. A marriage is like a promise.
Oh, heck yes. I also think about God's promise to never destroy the earth. You know, every time we see a rainbow, that's
yeah.
a promise to never destroy or flood the earth again.
That is interesting. God's promises are always sure, just like those things. And He is always faithful. Sometimes our promises are not. Sometimes we don't do it right. But God is not like us. His plans are perfect. So I ask you that please trust in God, His unchanging nature.
He's always there,
He's always keeping His
and
promises.
He's always keeping His promises. Always be keeping your promises. ABKYP. Awesome. All right, Chris. Well, that was a great word, and we're going to do this every day this week, so tune in for a little bit more Advent adventures. Let's hit the music and call it a day. All right. We welcome you and thank you, rather, for listening to Another Great Day podcast. Thank you for being here, where we inspire creativity, conversation, and all the other things. If you like what you're listening to, we really want you to share this with people. Take a minute to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. And if you've got 3 seconds, press that share button on social media. Most importantly, help us keep good old-fashioned fun flowing into the internet.
That's right. And we hope that you make it
Another
great day.
See you tomorrow.